Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys how I did this really cool nude set, and it's matte, and I also show you guys how to kind of do that sweater method for the holidays and stuff, even though this isn't a holiday set. So if you would like to see, then please keep watching. Okay, you guys, so I'm going to start off showing you what I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using Makartt's new Snatched and Blush collection. This did already come out. I'm a little late on this video, but it's a really beautiful collection, and I'm going to swatch it for you guys and show you everything that came with it. So it does come with these really cool little Christmas stickers. I'm obsessed with these. I really wish I could have used them, but this set that I was making was specifically for someone that requested this design. So I'm going to be using some of these stickers hopefully soon and some new sets, and I really want to do some Christmas designs for you guys, specifically some gingerbread ones and things like that. But this is the collection. It's really cute because it's kind of based on like a makeup palette. So it has those kind of names on the bottles. You guys will see in a second. I'm just going to grab my swatch sticks. And really quickly, I did want to say, you guys, I am so sorry for the lack of uploads. It's been so hectic in my life. I'm literally editing this on Thanksgiving because this is the only day I've had time to do anything, to be honest. So I'm going to start off with this color right here. It's called Contour, and it's this really beautiful chocolatey brown color. This is absolutely perfect. It's exactly what I needed to create this set. So it's the most beautiful color, definitely a necessity for fall. And I really love this collection because it's literally so beautiful, and it's limited edition. So if you guys wanted to get it, I highly recommend. It comes with the most beautiful colors that you'll always need. This one is called Glow, and it's the most perfect white. I absolutely love Makartt's white and black gel polishes. This one is slightly different from their other plain white. You can just tell that this one's a little different, like as in the color. It's not so cool toned. It's a little tiny bit warmer. And it also comes with this gorgeous copper glitter, which I'm obsessed with. I'm definitely going to be using this. I always need colors like this, especially for fall. If you want to do some marble or encapsulated nails, you need a glitter like this. And then it comes with this really beautiful kind of like a more pale rosy pink, which I'm obsessed with. And I wanted to tell you guys the price on their website. It's only $20.99 for this whole collection. And it does come with 6 gel polish colors, so it's so worth it. You're literally getting a really good price, and I do have a code that you guys can use with Makartt on their website. Anytime you need to buy Makartt stuff, you can use my code to save some extra money, you guys, because if you buy some Makartt stuff on Amazon, you don't really get a code unless you it gives you the option to click a code, or no, it gives you the option to click a coupon. But that's why I love purchasing from their website directly, because even I use my own code because it's just worth it. Like, you literally get money off. And yeah, so I actually just recently purchased some stuff from them. Like, I bought more nail glue for my application kits for my press-ons, and I purchased some more rhinestone glue because I had told you guys before that mine was getting kind of dried up. If you're new here, I love Makartt's stuff, and I always link down below some of my favorite products. Not even just Makartt stuff, but like everything that I use on a daily basis is already linked in the description box. If you guys are wondering like where I get my nail stands or my nail putty or things like that, I always have that in the description box under every single video. So I just wanted to let you guys know, and I am going to put my discount code right here on the screen. It's just Nailsslayedbyval, just like that, and it will take some money off for you so you can save some money. I love using codes. Literally, sometimes when I'm on random websites trying to buy stuff, I will go to some random, like, some of my favorite nail people's like Instagrams and stuff, and go try to see if they have any codes with the company, because I always love supporting people and you know, using their codes, and it helps me save money, so you know, I don't lose anything out of it, which is why I love it. Like, sometimes I'll randomly go on like Natalie Carmona's or like random people that I feel like would have a code with like a certain place, and then I'll like use it if I need to buy something from them, so that I don't have to pay full price. But anyways, you guys, I'm literally rambling. I'm gonna be going in here and I'm gonna be doing the design. What I'm doing for the pinky is I kind of just place the color more than halfway down, because I'm going to be doing a French tip nail on that one. If you're new here, this is my method of doing French tips. It's super easy. I have lots of videos on how I do it. I will link all my French tip videos down in the description box, because I did see someone before ask me to do a French tip tutorial, and I do have a lot of them already. So I'll link them down below for you guys. and I'm kind of just copying the design. So if you see me placing brown in random places, I'm kind of just looking at the picture and trying to figure out what I have to do. This is actually something really different, and it isn't something that I would normally gravitate towards, like design wise, like something I would normally do. The way I like to do my French tips is I take a polygel brush. I get these in Beetle's polygel kits and stuff like that, and I love these brushes for creating a really nice smile line French. And I do use acetone, and a lot of people always ask me if the acetone ruins the nude underneath, and it doesn't, you guys. It actually doesn't melt the color or anything like that. You need to be using a lot of acetone, and you need to leave it on the gel for like a while for it to actually dissolve the gel polish underneath. So I'm doing this, and I kind of just go in and eyeball it. I kind of just do whatever. And you guys, I'm so sorry if my fingers look bad. I have a lot of anxiety, so I always pick at my like fingers, and it's so annoying. Trust me, I literally hate it. So yeah, if you see that, don't mind that. And I have so many more tutorials for you guys. I just recently did an ombre tutorial. If you haven't seen that, I'll link that down below as well. But I have another ombre tutorial coming up with nude and white, because I had mentioned to you guys that that could be a little harder. So yes, you guys need to see that one. That one's a really good one. And I also have another ombre tutorial. I have two ombre tutorials, you guys, coming. Literally one with red and one with nude. So I literally try to film them for you guys whenever I do nails like that, because I know you guys will want to see how to do it. And then I also just have like so much other stuff. I have a little mini haul coming, and I know you guys are gonna love that as well. And then I definitely want to film some Christmas tutorials as well. So stay tuned for that. And I'm just gonna kind of let you guys watch a little bit. I don't really know how to explain it. Okay, you guys, so I'm going to be taking my dotting tool, and I'm going to be drawing these little stars. I'm literally, this is the easiest way to draw stars. A lot of people always feel like they're going to struggle with them. I have a lot of people that always tell me that they struggle with little designs like this, and it could get kind of hard sometimes, but the key is use a really thin brush and start by doing the dot in the middle first, and it'll be really easy for you to get a really good star going. So I'm just doing that, and then I'm going all around the nails. It's also possible to do this if you're doing it on a client's nail. Don't feel like you need to twist it all around, because I've done it so many times before. So yeah, you can just go like this and then kind of create a little star, whatever effect you're trying to go for, and it comes out really, really cute in the end. And if you make any mistakes like I did here, you can just grab your little brush, some acetone, and clean it away. And then I am going to be grabbing my matte top coat, and I'm going to be mattifying these nails, because I'm going to be doing that sweater effect, if you guys know what I'm talking about. The bottom of the nail needs to be matte before you do it. It doesn't have to be, like, you can have it shiny too, and that's really cute, but I'm replicating the photo. So I am doing the matte, and then I'm going to be doing the sweater kind of design over it. So that's why I'm putting the matte first after doing the designs that aren't going to be sweater, if that makes sense. So I'm just using this matte the matte gel top coat. Sorry, you guys, I had a brain fart. I'm doing that, and that's from Born Pretty. That's the only matte top coat I had at this time. I recently just went and bought a whole bunch of stuff from Tulip Nail Supply. I bought new matte top coats and stuff like that. I already have a new fave, so you guys will see that in the little haul video I have coming. It's not going to be a really long one. I know usually I save my hauls like little by little by little, and I make a huge video for you guys, but I've been thinking maybe I should just start doing little mini ones, so you guys don't have to sit there and watch a really long video. Let me know what you think down below. But yeah, so that's what I'm going to be doing there. Always make sure to clean up your side walls. And this is what it looks like matte. I really, really love matte nails. They're literally my fave. And I showed you guys briefly the color I was going to be using. I'm going to show you guys how I can mix colors that I already have to create a color that I need. So I'm going to be grabbing that color that came in the collection. And I'm literally going to show you guys how versatile colors are, that you can literally use colors and create a different color, different tones and things like that. So I'm going to be grabbing a different color as well, which is the contour color that came in this collection, and I briefly showed you guys there. I think I already showed you guys the picture, but I also added a little bit of this color that I have by D&D, and it made a little more yellow tone, which actually worked out perfect, and it created the color I needed without me even having to get that color. I also added some of the white as well to make it a little bit lighter, the one called Glow from the collection, and I'm going to be grabbing my dotting tool and creating these little dots. I noticed that these nails became very trendy recently, like, I don't know, a few months ago. I don't really follow up with trends that much, you guys. Honestly, I really don't. I only know what nails are trending because like my press-on nail customers ask me for those type of nails, so that's how I find out, like, oh, this nail's really popular, because a lot of people have been asking me for it. So yeah, then I'm gonna be grabbing this little this little lining brush, and I'm gonna be creating this little swirl thing around the star, and then after this I'm gonna be grabbing my acrylic powder and dumping it on top. That's how I create the sweater nail design. And I'm also going to be making a little sweater nail star and stuff like that. I really want to be using the sweater nail designs on a whole bunch of like snowflake nails and things like that. You guys, it sucks because I always want to create tutorials, and then before I know it, it's like too late. So I have to make sure I'm very prepared. Literally have to make sure I have lots of videos on deck for Christmas, because I really want to make so many Christmas nails for you guys. So yeah, then I'm going to be doing the rest of my designs here. This one had kind of like that snake skin or like alligator skin type of nail design. I don't really know what it's called, but I'm just going to be doing the lines, and then I'm going to be doing some more lines on the side. This is literally how it's done. It's super easy. This design is definitely beginner friendly. You can take designs from here and kind of change it up in your own way. You could literally do a whole like French tip set of this snakeskin design. I've seen that and it's really cute. You can also do like a whole set of the little dotted lines, or a whole set with little stars and kind of create snowflakes or something. That'd be really cute as well. So I love getting inspo from random things like that. And on this one right here, I'm going to be doing a flame nail. So you're just going to see how I do it here. The key is to just use a very light hand and kind of let the brush work for you, if that makes sense. I don't really know how to explain it, but don't push down too hard. Try to be very light, because you want the points or the tips of the flame to be very thin, and that's what gives it that really flame-like look. If it's really thick, like if you use a thick hand or a really hard hand and you put too much gel on the brush, then the tips of your flame won't be really thin, and that's how I get that look. So now from the bottom, the key is to make it like a little bit thinner, kind of make it look like really curvy, if that makes sense. And then to get that sweater nail type of design look, or like I don't know how to explain it, like if the gel is like lifted, you're going to let the gel stay wet, don't cure it, and then you're going to put the acrylic powder on top, just regular clear acrylic, and then you're going to dump it on. And this doesn't do anything to your gel, just make sure you don't touch it or else it'll smear and stuff, but literally just dump it on and do enough so that the gel polish doesn't seep through. As you're doing it, you'll know what I mean, but yeah, just do that, and then you're going to put it in the lamp to cure. I always leave it for a minute, and then after that you can take it out and dust it off. So that's what I'm going to be doing right here. I'm just going to dust off the nails, and then all the powder will be gone, and then the bottom effect will be showing through, especially when you put the matte top coat on the bottom. It really helps the design poke upwards, if that makes sense. I've tried to do it with like a glossy bottom, and I don't know why it doesn't come out the same. It's just so weird. So yeah, I just do that. I take my dust brush, and that's it, you guys. And I actually saw this dust brush on Shein, so I'm gonna link it down below in case you guys were like interested in buying it. It's literally the exact same one I have, and it's cheaper than what I got it for, so I'll link that below for you guys as well. And I'm thinking of doing like a huge Shein haul. I really want to. If you guys want that, let me know down below, because I really want to, like really bad. So I feel like it's better than AliExpress. I feel like their shipping is a little faster, so I feel like you guys would like it more. And then this is the finished result, you guys. They're so cute. I love them. I love the way the design looks. It's honestly so cool. Like I said, something very different than what I usually do. I really don't do a lot of stuff like this, so it was very out of my comfort zone. And then my next step after every set is I file the edges. I do this because the shaping comes out way better and it looks really nice. You can also buff a little bit afterwards so that the edges don't look like frayed or anything, and that'll help you as well. If you prefer to have a really like, if you're really particular about your nails, you can also paint the edges again after doing this. just so that the edges don't have any color on them. I don't know why, I've just never noticed that. Like, I didn't really find it as an issue. Like, I didn't really think it was a problem. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing here, and I'm just filing them all down. I try to keep it even so that I don't file too much on one nail and then one ends up being too short or stuff like that. Sometimes it happens. Like, you're human, you're not a like robot, you know, you can't do everything perfectly, so don't give yourself a hard time. Sometimes my nails don't all come out the same length, and it is what it is, you guys. You're gonna be totally fine. Don't stress out too much about that, because I do always tell, like, I always see people asking me, like, how do you get the nails all the same length? And you guys, I just eyeball it. Literally, I just eyeball it, and sometimes it doesn't always get the same length, and it just is what it is. So yeah, that's what I'm doing there, and then I'm gonna put them in the box and I'll show you guys the finished result. Here is the finished result. I'm so obsessed with them. They're really cute, very different, very unique, and I'm just obsessed. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something new. That's my goal from every video. And don't forget to subscribe and like, turn on your post notifications, because I have a lot of videos coming. Bye, and have a great day.